Hey lorikeets, welcome to week 7 of NTI. This is your final week of NTI before summer break, so just one set of assignments stands between you and your summer. Congratulations on making it this far. This has been a super weird year, one that I'll never forget. So before we get started on the activities for this week, a couple of announcements. One, all Google Meets for all of your classes are now going to be rolled into one, so you'll be using the new link. Just lorikeets is the link that you'll be using, and it's going to be every day at 12:30. So there will be no more morning meets, and all of your classes will be combined meeting at 12:30, from 12:30 to 1:30. So that starts on Monday. The second announcement is that we are asking you to fill out a Google form that allows you to send notes to your friends. Since we will not be having time to write in your all's yearbooks, you know, your friends can't write your yearbooks, we are creating a digital yearbook that we are asking you to submit notes to so that we can put that together for you. So the form will be attached within this link, so after you watch the video, make sure that you're checking out that form. It's also posted in your advisory classrooms, and I will show you more about that in a little bit. So as far as the assignments in social studies this week, we are going to be looking at all of the different civilizations that we talked about this year, and you will have one project to finish, a bell ringer and an exit slip, and then you are completed. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we're doing this week. We've got 2 learning targets this week. Number 1, I can investigate historical topics by analyzing multiple sources. And our second is I can demonstrate skills learned in 6th grade social studies by completing a project from the Summative Choice Board. Just a little reminder of all the places that we've been this year. We started off in Mesopotamia, where we talked about Sumer, Babylon, Acadia, and Assyria, learning things about cuneiform, you know, the first form of writing. We moved on to Egypt, where we learned about the Great Pyramids, and we did a fantastic essay on the Nile River. We moved across the Atlantic Ocean, where we went to the Americas and studied the Mayan civilization, where we learned about their calendars and extensive trade networks. We went back across the Atlantic Ocean, where we studied West African civilizations. This picture's the Nok and its terracotta pots, or terracotta figures. Then we learned about Greece and Rome, focusing on trade along the Mediterranean as well as the government types. During NTI, we moved ourselves to India, where we looked at the dharmic traditions of Hinduism and Buddhism. And we went to China, where we learned about Confucianism and the philosophy of Taoism, looking at Kung Fu Panda. This is a photo of the Great Wall of China. It is something that you will be able to look at as one of your projects this week if you choose it. So our project choice board, we can't learn everything about every civilization in the year. We just don't have time for it. So you will be choosing a civilization that you'd like to learn more about. So maybe you're interested in going back to West Africa, or maybe you want to continue looking at ancient China. You'll choose one civilization that you want to continue learning about, and then choosing one project to complete. Let's take a look at what that project choice board looks like. So if you go to the classwork for this last week, you'll see that there's the Google Meet link. You'll see the live lesson. Inside the live lesson, that's where that Google form is if you wanted to write a note of appreciation to one of your friends. You've got your standard bell ringer Google form, and then we've got the project choice board. And once you click this link, it will take you to the choice board. So if you're interested in Greek mythology and you want to learn more about the different Greek gods and goddesses, you're welcome to do so using this website here. I'll try to scroll in a little bit for you. Okay, and the activity with that will be to create a Facebook style profile for one of the gods or goddesses. If you're interested in learning more about the Roman gladiators, you will watch this video and create a rap or a song about the gladiators. If you are interested in the Olmec disappearance, so the Olmec is a group that we breezed over right before talking about the Mayan civilization. So the interesting thing about the Olmec is that no one really knows for sure why or how they disappear. So if you're interested in that, take a look at the video, and then you can create a missing poster or like a wanted poster describing that civilization. For those of you who want to continue looking at ancient China, you can read the article about the Chinese dynasties and take a virtual field trip to the Great Wall of China. After that, you will complete a grapes tracker. That's right, a grapes tracker. We haven't seen one of those in a while. And if you missed the grapes tracker, this is your opportunity to complete that. We also have the Phoenicians, which is a civilization that we kind of breezed over. Taking a look at the article to learn how the civilization created the alphabet, and then creating an acrostic poem using that template. You can also see there's an example there attached. And then lastly, the Greek Olympics. So if you're interested in looking at some sports that the Greeks competed in, this is for you. The activities allow you to look at 2 different videos explaining the different games that they participated in, as well as how the Olympics came about. I think it's pretty interesting, especially right now. The Olympics are supposed to take place every 4 years, and with the coronavirus, they were canceled this year and moved to next year. So I think it's kind of an interesting correlation between the ancient and today. And then that activity is creating a Flipgrid video. I want to see you demonstrate to the best of your ability one of the games that they participated in ancient Greece. The Flipgrid code is listed at the bottom, and you can use the link. If you are someone who's like, Miss Wyatt, I really want to learn about the gladiators, but I absolutely do not want to sing a song or make a rap, I am okay if you want to create your own project to go along with any of the information. So again, if you want to switch the topic and the activities listed, you're more than welcome to do that. I want you to be as creative as possible with this. And then the last assignment that I want to go over is your exit slip. So it's a little bit different. Our exit slip is an end of the year reflection, and what it's going to ask you are 5 different questions. Number 1 is, what is something you enjoyed about social studies with me? It can be something that you liked about the way I taught, or maybe it was the way I decorated my room, or maybe it was just the way we learned something or what projects we did. Maybe you really liked the mummifying apples and you want me to know that. That's a good place for you to write that. What is something, for number 2, what is something you did not like about the class? Maybe you didn't like the way I had my room set up. Maybe you didn't like the grapes tracker. So that's an opportunity for you to tell me something you did not like about the class. Number 3, what is something you enjoyed learning about? So maybe you really loved Egypt, but you didn't really like the Mayans. So maybe tell me what you enjoyed about, what you enjoyed learning about. Number 4, what is some advice you'd give an incoming 6th grader about how to be successful in my class? If you can't think of anything, you could always write to raise your hand before talking, because we all know Miss Wyatt loves that. So this is an opportunity for you to write some advice for an incoming 6th grader. I use those notes to give 6th graders the following year. And then number 5, leave a note for me. This is just an opportunity for you to tell me anything you want. It doesn't have to be school related. It could be school related. It's just a chance for you to write a note. So with that being said, you have 1 project, 1 bell ringer, and 1 exit slip. And I encourage you guys to go ahead and fill out that form, leaving a note to your friends so we can put that in our digital yearbook. We also, at the bottom of that form, have a section for superlatives. So it's the most likely to, and you'll be filling in your friends that you think are most likely to become the President of the United States, or become a famous TikTok star, or play in the NFL. So these are just some fun awards that we will be announcing the winners to in like a week or so. And putting all of those things together, we will be looking at our digital yearbook, which we are starting to put together now. So again, we're looking for you to vote on your superlatives, as well as send your friend notes so that we can include it in the yearbook. If you've got any questions about how to upload the projects or how to share them to me, please reach out via email or on private messages. But there are 2 ways that you can upload your projects for the week. The first, I would really love it if you could attach your project to the assignment and then press turn in. That is the preferred way. If you're having trouble with that, you can always share it with me at andrea.wyatt@jefferson.kyschools.us. So that's all I've got for you. I hope that you all are hanging in there. We just have a little bit more to go. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out at Google Meets that are now at 12:30. See you later, guys.